Friday. The question today is, when do you start taking someone seriously when you're dating them? Like, what steps, what things do you check, what things do you need in order to take someone serious when you're dating? And when I say serious, I mean like transitioning from a casual situation where you're just getting to know the person to this is my person that I want to date for real, right? So, not that these three things are the only things, but I'm curious about what three things the guys look for before they take a young lady serious. All right, so start with Kev. What up, Kev?
What up?
Oh, look what up. He say what up, Kev. Like, he Hollywood now. He made voices. We made our first episode of the Barbershop Guy the other day, and Kev and Phil are our stars of the show.
stars,
They
man.
stars
We
of the show. So
stars.
since he done switched up, you know what I'm saying? This is Kev right here.
You know what I'm saying?
Kev,
This is what we
what are
doing.
two things that, not two things, what are three things, three boxes you need checked when you're dating someone before you start taking them serious, before you transition from like something casual to something serious? What are three things you need?
You gotta get that good do it.
Good, do it.
You gotta get the good do it.
Good do it gotta be so you gotta do it before you even get to lock in.
Yeah, you gotta get the good do it.
I've
Honest.
never heard the good do it. I want you to know the good do it is my thing. I made that up. He got it from me.
I see he's stealing
That's,
it. He's
that's
stealing-
amazing.
he's stealing
the
again.
good do it.
You gotta get that good do it.
Yo, say less. All right, what else? That's number one.
Honesty.
Honesty how? Like, what do you mean honesty?
Someone you can trust.
I'll get there.
Someone you can trust. And communication.
Communication. I can mess with communication a lot. When you say honesty, what's the situation where honesty plays in for you? Like that you dated someone where they weren't honest. And that
Okay,
played
so
in.
you remember we had the episode where you was talking about the girl that walked past her ex and wouldn't speak?
Yeah.
That's like dishonest to me. Like,
Oh yeah. For you guys that don't know, the girl told me that if she was out with her boyfriend, she walked past somebody that she used to casually date, and she wouldn't speak to the person she used to casually date in front of her boyfriend out of respect for her boyfriend. She would only speak to him when her boyfriend wasn't around. And I was like, that's cheating.
Yeah, that's
And the
not-
internet kind of decided that was cheating too.
Yeah,
It's on
that's-
my Instagram.
So yeah.
Okay, and the other one was communication. What's an example of poor communication?
Poor communication.
Yeah, example of her not communicating.
Not telling me what's on her mind. Like if I'm lacking in a certain area, and she not telling me like, look, babe, this is what I need you to do in order for us to continue this relationship.
Or for her
And
just to
it
feel,
goes-
feel good, like, hey, this bothers me or this makes me uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Can you adjust?
But
Can
it goes
you-
both ways though. It
Well,
goes both ways. So
you
I
know,
gotta
you
have
ever-
I gotta have good communication too.
You ever deal with someone where you try to communicate, but when you communicate, the person would like shut down or lock down? Like
Yes.
you communicating to them
Yes.
was received poorly, so then it hindered the communication in general?
Yes.
Would you say that's something you have to learn how to talk to them better, or you say they're just incompatible?
Nah, you can learn.
You can learn how to talk to them
You
better?
can learn from that. You can learn from that.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm a fan, bro. I don't know. Like, if it takes too much, if it stressed me out too much, it depends on the rapport, right? Because if I like don't know you,
No,
if I don't know the girl, but I have a relationship, like I have a personal relationship with her, I've seen her, I've talked to her, we've developed some kind of like, what's the word I'm looking for? We've already some kind of like relationship, some kind of like we already talk to each other. You know what I'm saying? I can give more grace because we already have an established relationship, right? Outside of romance. But if it's met on like, oh, you cute, oh yeah, I think you know, she think I'm handsome, I think she cute, we go out on dates, and the communication lacks off top, it's like my only connection to
Well, that's
you
off
is this
top, though.
connection.
That's off top. Though.
I mean, I'm talking about even if it's like 2 or 3 dates and then something happens she don't like, and the way she communicates she doesn't like it is like too aggressive or too disrespectful. You know what I'm saying? Or it's I'm telling her something and she keeps misreading it because it's triggering. Like if it's too much work off top, I feel like I might bounce because I'm like, yo, I don't. This makes me uncomfortable. You know what I'm saying? Like
That's not good communication because she not communicating her feelings to you. So.
what I'm saying is that I'll give more grace to someone who I have a standing with.
No, you
know.
give good grace to somebody that got some good do it.
I will say that does change the game. That does. I'm being real with you. It changed the game. You are. Why do dudes always go back to the crazy ex?
Because she has some good do it.
Exactly. Huh? They got the best shot. That's what you, yeah. He want me back so. He want to be back so bad. Hey, Craig.
What's going on,
I
gentlemen?
gotta-
How y'all?
Nowadays, man, they just like that fish.
I gotta ask you a question. The question is, so we're talking about what do you do when do you take a relationship? When do you take a dating relationship serious? Right? What three things? Not the only three things, but what three things are three boxes you need to check for you before you take a relationship to that next stage of like seriously dating, like trying to lock in
Well,
or
you know,
lock in.
there's always compatibility. You know what I'm saying? You always got to be compatible with the chick. You know what I'm saying? Make sure.
What's compatibility? Explain that, because that's just a nice word, but like, what does compatibility look like
so, you
in a
know,
relationship?
if you go, you know, like you'll have good conversation. You know, there's no awkwardness ever. You know what I'm saying? And these are all in the beginning things right here. So you got to make sure that
I'm gonna be a little bit of a devil's.
She's on your level. How about mentally?
I'm gonna be a devil's advocate on this because you said communication, right?
Right.
You can have good communication with someone who isn't romantically compatible to you, or do you not agree with that? Because I feel like communication is good, but that's just for people. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
For a romantic relationship, I feel like
communication and compatibility is two different things to me. You know what I'm saying? So compatibility is, you know, it falls in that bubble. You know what I'm saying? All that, you know, romanticism and, you know, mentality. You know what I'm saying? Some people you can talk to, but you also know that there's some dumb people out here that's not on your level. You know what I'm saying? You feel me?
nah, I get it. I'm more curious about. I was being devil's advocate when you said communication about it not being romantic, but I am also curious. Like, so what does poor communication or poor compatibility look like in a relationship to you? What does poor compatibility look like?
I mean,
And that's only two. You said compatibility. So it's compatibility and communication.
well, no, I just said compatibility first. You know
All
what I'm
right. So
saying?
what exactly does bad compatibility look like?
I mean, it looks like all of that. It looks, you know, you know, it's not. I don't know if you can put like a finger on it like that, but you just know, like, you know what I'm saying. You talk to a chick and she's just like, nah, this ain't it. You know what I'm saying? This ain't it. This ain't it.
Doesn't that change though? Because I mean, you could be with somebody and everything could be good and gravy, right? And it's easy to be with them, and then they go through a season, whatever it might. The job is stressing them out a little bit differently, and they're wearing that stress in the relationship. And you know, now you guys aren't as compatible because she's in a moment of turmoil, and that incompatibility could be a moment because people change, relationships change you. You know what I'm saying? You could wear people down. Like I know that all relationships that I've gone through hard strife with, romantic and friendships, if I've gone through a hard time,
Right.
we were incompatible during the hard time, but after the hard time, we're closer now because we have a better understanding of boundaries and how to handle each other. So
You know,
I'd be like, I don't know if
not to put the shoe on the other foot, but you know, women have this thing that they always say that they know if they can be with a man within the first 10 minutes of talking to him. You know what I'm saying? And I actually believe that for women. I think for a man, it's like a little bit longer, but after, you know, maybe an hour, 2 hours, a day or so. But you'll know, right? You'll know within that time period if you can be with this woman. You know what I'm saying?
So I heard this thing, and it wasn't a science. It was one of these male podcasts, or actually a woman was saying it, but they were saying that women need to connect emotionally before they can connect physically. Now, this is not every woman. I'm not saying I don't
true
know
that.
every woman. I'm just
True
saying
that,
that this
true
is like a generalization, right?
Right.
That generally, more times than not, right, the higher percentage is that women need to connect emotionally before
I
they
agree
connect
with that.
physically, and that men have to connect physically to make the emotional connection. So that for us, the withholding physical connection is a lot of the reason why guys will stray away is because like that physical connection
Well,
is important for.
See, I don't necessarily agree with that. I mean, I think that, you know, as men, you know what I'm saying, you know, we don't really talk about feelings like that. You know, we don't put our feelings on the shoulder, you know, out there like that. You know what I'm saying? So I believe that, you know, men need that emotional connection as well. But they'll never
Yeah, but
say
they
it.
need the physical connection before they make the emotional connection.
Yeah. I mean, but you know, so men are pursuers. You know what I'm saying? So we also have to be the pursuers.
But Craig, listen to what I'm saying though. I'm saying that we definitely need an emotional connection.
Yes.
But I'm saying is that the steps to that emotional connection are preset to physical. You need to have that physical connection to have that emotional connection to a woman. Whereas a woman will not be physical with you unless she's emotionally secured. Does that make sense?
I can agree with that.
That's
100%.
what I'm not saying that men don't have emotions. They're only about physical. What I'm saying is that
I can agree with
men like the gateway into that emotional connection is through physicality. We have to physically be in that situation. And even with that, like, you know, they said that women know within the first. I mean, what they said is this thing that women will match their underwear on the nights that they know, because they know before they leave the house that they're gonna give their
Right,
ass something.
right.
But the guys don't know if they're gonna get it until they in it, and even in it, they can get an audible call. So like, you really don't know until it's done if you gonna do it all the way. So like, it's just a different situation. Oh, there's babies here. There's babies. There's babies. There's babies here. Yeah. So I'm gonna watch my tone and my language of the content. But anyway, so what's some other things you said? Compatibility. What are the other two things?
Well, you know what? I mean, so I run a business as well, you know what I'm saying? So there's also, you know, you want somebody that supports, you know, what you're doing, you know know what I'm saying, and how you're living, you know what I'm saying, that kind of, not saying that she has to do things for your business or my business or whatever, but, that little support, that's
What does that
very
support
important.
look like? Like you said, they don't have to do things for you. So what is it? Just good
Well,
job,
I
Craig?
mean, yeah, well, no.
Way to go. That best plate ever. Best chef.
Well, you know what? If I'm in there cooking, if I'm in my kitchen cooking and stuff like that, and she wants to join in or she wants to help clean up after that, stuff like that.
That's helping,
Or-
bro. You said she ain't got to help. So how
Well,
how she do it without helping you?
Well, you know what I'm saying. You know what
Nah,
I'm saying?
I don't know what you're saying. I'm trying to get you to say what
Well,
you
you know
saying.
what? I'm just saying, I guess help her. You know what I'm saying?
He trying to walk around it. Yo,
I-
communication ain't one of his boxes.
Yeah.
All right.
Check, yeah, she needs to definitely be a helper. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, because I'm trying to grow. You know what I'm saying? And if I'm gonna be doing my business and it grows, I want to be able to be like, you know what, she did help. So come on with me. You know what I mean?
Okay, so just security for you, it'd be being supportive of your business.
Yeah.
And that means like being there with you.
Yeah. You know what I'm
Do
saying?
you ever feel alone in your business, and that's why you wanted to be there with you? Now I'm psychoanalyzing it, man. But you ever feel alone in your business? And you feel like that's something that you just kind of like is unique to you? Like you kind of need that support to be a physical representation of her being there for you?
Well, I mean,
I know a lot of girls, like my business is my own, but I know a lot of girls that like they will make phone calls for me. They'll push people my way. They'll connect me
Yeah,
with people.
yeah.
They won't lift a dumbbell. They won't hold a mitt, but they will connect me with people.
There's an administrative part of my, my job as well. You know what I'm saying? So, doing all that stuff also, plays a part as well. Being alone, being a chef is just, there's so many small moving parts as cooking and stuff like that. So, to have somebody, to support you or, to do the little things right there to help me. To be lonely, lonely is not a good thing to be a chef. You know what I'm saying? There's always something that somebody can help you with.
Okay, and what's the last thing you need checked?
I need a throat coat.
What are you looking for?
Well, because I'm
the
because
baby. He said a throat coat. Oh, he's trying to lay the.
Yeah,
So-
I definitely need somebody who loves, that aspect of I gotta have it.
You know that joint. There was this joint. There's this old skit. I'm gonna cut it in. I'm telling you right now, mark my words. There's this old skit where the white dude is making his personal ad for he's making an ad for his relationship joint. He's like, "Hey, I'm Dan, and I just really want a nice girl, really cool and really nice." And he's talking. He gets calm, but he gets a little more revved up. He's like,
right.
I just, like, and you're not talking to me, and I don't know why you're not talking to me. Like, just God damn it, he like goes crazy and kicks the chair. That's what you sound like to me. He's like, yo, I just needed to be,
Straight up.
bro. I was just trying to ask for a boxing check.
No
Keep taking it.
issue, straight up. It's gotta have it. That's gotta be a.
All right, and we got it today, live on the barbershop.
Yeah.
Chef Craig. Crazy. Will, you said a dance?
No, gotta go.
All right, come here, Will. Hold on, Will. Now answer the question, Will. What are 3 things you need checked for you to take someone seriously when dating? 3 things. 3 things you need.
A sense of humor.
A sense of humor. Like funny?
Yeah, they
like a
gotta be
comedian?
funny, yeah.
How funny? Like Will Smith, Eddie Murphy? How funny we talking? Like he gotta be able to do a stand-up routine?
No.
What you talking about?
Entertaining.
Entertaining. Okay, so
Yes.
just not dry.
Yeah.
Okay, because so charismatic, not charismatic, witty. There you go. That's the word I'm looking for. Okay, witty. You're a little witty, but you mean though. You're like a mean
Scorpio in
witty.
me.
Don't say that, because
It
I don't
is.
believe in them stars, bro.
It- oh,
Because
you
everybody got a
should.
little bit. Because I'm mean,
No, you're
and I ain't no
not.
damn Scorpio. Nah, you ain't. I ain't mean to you.
No.
I'm not mean
I'm
to
not
you.
mean to you either.
Yeah, what?
I'm not mean
Oh,
to
you want to fight on camera? Hold on, cuz. Nah, give me the other 2. Don't just the other 2. Witty and what else?
I think.
This nigga got no standards.
No, I do.
He like,
they need to be
what
dominating.
do I like?
Dominate. I need someone to tell me, not afraid to check me.
Is it because you out of control?
No, it's just because I'm used to being in control.
Just for you,
I
you
need
just want to
some-
feel like
I
you
wanna-
they in control.
I want to be submissive.
Why is this barbershop so damn freaky?
Yeah.
You just a second motherfucker.
Yeah.
All right, this baby's in here. All right, okay, get down, get out of here. Yo, I didn't know this conversation was gonna go the way it's going. First, did we have what Kev call it? What do you call it? Good do it. Then we got Mr. Throaty son over here. Then we got good. Yo, today's wild, and I didn't know what's going there. Let's go to Monty. Hey, little baby. You doing? You good, little baby? Bam. All right, little baby. Oh, he on the phone. Monty on the phone. We gonna come back. Monty on the phone. We gonna come back. Phil. Question for the day. Question for the day. What up, Phil? Hey, Phil, one of the stars from the new first episode of the Barbershop Guy is Big Phil. Phil, what are three things you need, right, for you, for a relationship to get taken serious? Let me go this way so I don't get on a mic. When someone get taken seriously, right? If you're gonna date a girl, if you are gonna have your son date a girl, what are three things that you need that woman to have, or you need in that relationship before you take it seriously?
Trust, number one. Ain't no cheating girl. Ain't nothing worse.
You say trust like how? Trust like how?
That you could trust her. Like, you ain't got to worry about what she doing, where she at, checking her phone. Like, is she trustworthy? Or is she a scallywag? You know what I'm saying? Just out there loose.
The babies is here too.
I said scallywag.
I got you.
Scallywag,
Just making sure.
Scallywag. Anyway, she can't be loose. She's out. She's just a street woman. You know what I'm saying? So make sure she nice, clean. But the first thing is trust. Second thing, can you take her home to your mom? You know what I'm saying? Third thing, have something to bring to the table. That's it.
What's bringing something to the table? What does that mean? Supportive of the household? 'Cause I feel like, it's a very inflammatory thing to say nowadays. You know what I'm saying? It's a reasonable thing to say, but it tends to come as a rebuttal.
Not a girl that's so neat. You gonna do this, you gonna do that, because man, that's anything. That's somebody trying to use you until somebody else come with something bigger later on, and then they use him. They just step over you. So somebody to bring something to the table that mess with you. That really
Typically I would say that I hear more stories about men who manipulate women to get places to live, to get money to do things, to get them to buy things for them. You know what I'm saying? I hear more about men doing that to women than women being like, let me live with you. I need money to buy things. I hear men more trying to impress women with funding. Like, at least for me, right? I hear more stories about men who try to impress women with funding. So when I hear that, like, getting taken advantage of, it resonates because I don't want to be taken advantage of financially by a woman, but I also I don't know many stories where a woman was just taking advantage of them. I see men be simpy and think that, I'm gonna buy this, I'm gonna buy love, I'm gonna give her, I know she don't really want me, but if I do these things, it should come back with love because I'm taking care of her. You know what I'm saying?
Barber, I've seen some things, man. One dude.
Look at his eyes. You could tell this is real.
Yeah. One dude's a metro driver. All right. The train.
Don't say his name.
No, I don't even remember his name. Anyway, the girl, he let her move in, and she done mess around and had, like, while he had worked around the subway and all that, he come on with another dude in there. They get into it. She get a stay away order from his house, end up paying the rent at his landlord, and he can't go home without the police, and she took over his whole apartment. That's the second time I heard that. Once they put it's called a squatter's law or something in D.C. Once they be in there 30 days, you can't put them out unless you give them an eviction notice. And he didn't do it, and he got to sit there sleep in his car and everything while this girl took over with her kids. He had no kids, took over his whole life. Then he ended up going nuts, lost his job, ended up back at his mother, and as far as I know, she still got his apartment, took his cars, everything, the furniture, everything.
I never. That's a horror story, and we don't. That's why. You know what it is. You know what it is. That's crazy talk. Crazy talk. Taking the whole apartment is wild. Oh, it's gonna be one of those days. All right. Well, welcome to the barbershop.
What's up, man?
I don't know what's up. I feel like my brain is being twisted. So my question to you is, what are three things that you need before you take a relationship seriously, right? Three. You know what? We might have to stop today. I can't do this. I can't. How we gonna talk?
Turn around and tell her shut the fuck up.
It's not the boy. It's not the little boy. It's the boy. That's the boy.
Oh, they getting
He getting into it.
His first haircut.
First haircut.
Yeah, I was just joking about telling the baby to shut up. I was just joking.
I know, but I'm just saying that it wasn't
You know
even.
how you get down. You mess around and do something like that.
Nah, I'm going back to school today.
Huh?
I'm going back up to the school today.
Yeah?
I said I want to put eyes on. I want to put eyes on.
They don't know.
Nah, they don't understand. I wrote an email and anything. Anyway, we gonna talk about that later off screen because that's my life of the dad is different. What are three? What are three? What are three things you looking for before you take a relationship seriously?
I ain't looking for a relationship. I'm co-captain of the strike team. That's what
Yeah,
we
yeah.
do.
But if you were
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
yeah, I'm trying to.
We don't do that.
Oh, nah, we don't
do
do that.
We don't do that.
Nah, but before you even let her, before you even deal with her,
We don't care. It's
in dealing with her, what are 3 things you need to?
not just. It's not. It's not
I know it's
just
just 3.
three.
I know it's just 3. Just give
So
me
these
3.
aren't these aren't
These aren't the only 3. No,
These aren't the 3 top. These are just 3.
I would say for you, you just be 3, right?
Okay. Compliance, cleanliness.
So you try to think with that. You can't think with that. You can't think with that. I know you can't.
I give you 4.
It's in my
I
brain.
give you 4. Compliance. He's stupid.
It's tearing me up.
He's stupid.
Look at you. See?
I know.
It's getting you
It is.
too. It's
It
getting you
is.
too.
It is.
It's in your brain, man.
Compliance.
We passed this stage.
Compliance, cleanliness, beauty, and something of her that compliments me in an inspirational way.
I like that. I like that a lot. I think that's dope. Compliments you in an inspirational way.
Those are just 4. I got more.
I like that.
We can't go there.
Because I'm trying to get away from it. I'll be honest with you. I'm trying to get.
That joint beating you up, isn't it?
Bro, all I'm thinking about is that everything you're saying doesn't matter. I can't use any of this. Like
Well, I
this
know.
entire clip, our audio is gonna be trash. Was it ask the baby? First time we're pro. Shut up. I'll beat you up. I can't touch that baby. I'll beat you.
So why don't you just push pause right here and then come back and do it later? Or you want a time code?
It's live, B.
Hold up. On YouTube?
Yeah.
We live on YouTube?
Every Friday.
That's where you at, right? That's
I've been
where
on
you at,
Friday.
right?
Man, on Fridays. Every Friday I've been live on YouTube. Then I cut the YouTube stuff, the live up.
Yo, you blowing up, son.
I'm trying to be, bro.
Blowing up.
This conversation, but y'all can't have the main conversation.
He doesn't.
Actually,
he's the host.
I kind
He's
of,
the host.
I was trying to block out. I was like, if I
Is the
talk
audio-
more.
Is the audio gonna pick him up?
Not really.
It's not?
It's the microphone's too far away from him.
Oh.
But it's gonna get the us and the baby. Like
He gonna get the baby,
it's
but it ain't
clear.
gonna get Red.
It's gonna clearly get because Red's not screaming at the top of his lungs. Like, you know he hear it because he just said get the baby. He just audio's gonna be trash. But now, so you said those 4 things. What compliments you? Like inspires you. What does that mean?
So, so basically, like, you could be inspiring to a lot of different people, but if you're not inspiring me in that certain way. So, for example, like, you might be like, hey, babe, you can go out there, you can do it, right? That a woman can say something like that to you, and that might be inspiring. But that might not be inspiring to me, so it got to compliment and tailor-made and suited for me. So maybe I'm having a long day, you know, come home tired. Well, you recognizing that that's where I'm at with it, you know what I mean? And you want to compliment that and offset my tiredness, or I got a lot going on, man. I don't know what's about to happen, because you know, as men, while you trying to figure it out, you still got to remain confident while you're trying to figure it out. You know what I mean? And you know, she gonna come in and maybe even give you some words of wisdom, right, to smooth it out. But that is tailor-made for you and speaking your language because she understands you. So complimenting is a part of understanding specifically you.
I like that, bro. I think that, for whatever reason, the complimenting me one resonated, and I was curious about how that looks. That application is dope because I think that like that's knowing your person, right? Because like when I date a girl, even being friends with a girl, like I know she's more sensitive to things about her style because she's always been kind of on edge about how she's styling herself. And so I compliment her when I think it look good. I make sure I tell her. I don't just assume she knows she look good. I tell her she look good at certain things. 'Cause I know she's building this new repertoire. You know what I'm saying? Because I know my person. I know it means something at that point. You know what I'm saying? Or I know that not coming into that room at that particular time, because I know that this is the time where she don't need space. The way she walked in, she need an extra 20 minutes. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I got it. You know what I'm saying? Like little things. I think knowing your person goes a long way. That's dope. I like that. I like complimenting you. What is you said beauty compliments you? What are the other 2? Cleanliness. Oh my God. Have you ever dealt with someone who wasn't clean?
Was it clean?
You ever experienced like finding out somebody that you thought was, you know what? I had a friend who dated this girl. He went to her house. He went to the bathroom, wash his hands. There was no soap in the bathroom. He thought whatever, maybe it ran out, right? Went back another time. There was no soap. He said, that's weird. He went to the kitchen. There was no dish soap, right? He's like, man, that's weird. Maybe she's going to the store. Came like another time. And so this is the 3rd or 4th time he gets to the house.
Red, you know this friend?
He's never seen soap in this person's house, right? So he just stopped going. He just stopped dating her. He just ghosted her.
I think there's different levels of cleanliness.
End of the story, though. We don't even know why she didn't have soap. He went there 3 or 4 times, said she ain't got no soap, and stopped dating her.
I think there's different levels of cleanliness. So that's what I mean. Like, what's clean to you might not be clean to me. You know what I mean? So cleanliness comes with organization. Like, you just can't wash and fold the clothes. Man, stack them things up, make it look nice, like organize it, keep it clean and organized as well. So cleanliness is, I was being broad with the word, but it comes with order, cleanliness and order. You know what I mean? So I think it's different levels of cleanliness. It's not just
Hygiene or
so,
whatever.
so I have been with somebody or seen or witnessed somebody that was clean, but not to my standard. But
No, I like that, man. Sean, so much to learn from you, bro. Like, I only get to have these conversations on pods, and I'll be like, damn, man, Sean a smart dude, bro.
and
He a
man,
good dude, man.
We all growing, bro. That's all I can
Hey,
say.
hey, hey, hey. You know, I'm growing. I appreciate you, brother.
Myself
Let me,
included. Myself included, brother.
I wanna ask. So some of the comments that we got. You got your phone, right? Yeah. Some of the comments I got from online, right? When I asked people about what their 3 things were, right? One person said loyalty, trust, respect. Another person said mental stability, respect, honesty. That was my YouTube comments, right? I see honesty.
Is that a woman that said that?
Respect came in twice
No,
there.
I know a man probably said that. I'm talking about the honesty part.
I don't know if it's a guy or a woman. The username is
Yeah, get him.
ambiguous. It doesn't have a male or a female, so I don't know.
Man, listen, you got to stay focused.
I'm
right?
very focused. I'm focused, man. Hey, my brother, can I ask you a question? Just ask you one live. The question is, what are 3 things that you? What are 3 things you need? This baby is whooping my ass. You hear me? This baby is fucking me up.
That's birth control, man.
So I got one, but should we pass this? We talk. We use our words. I'm like, what are you feeling right now? Let's write it. Let's draw a picture. But just this is out of control. Monty, better stop hurting that baby. So here we go. 3 things that you need before you take a relationship seriously. 3 boxes you need checked. I'm gonna sit down next to you so I'm not holding the mic at your face. Stop touching me, son. 3 things.
Trust, communication, time. Has to be a big window of time to.
You said
figure out your
time?
Time.
I've never heard time. I got like 8 comments online and like the whole bar, but no one said time. How do you apply time? What does time mean?
Time. You need at least, because you got a mask for the first, 6 months. Got a
Oh, you talking about the lie, the representative.
Yeah, you got a mask. You don't know that person. You can't know that person until a good year in.
Would you say it's a mask or it's effort? Because I think you do that with everything. You get a new car, you take
it's
care of
a
that car.
mask.
Is it though? Because like think about you when you get a new vehicle, right? You take care of it. You wipe it down. You maintain it at a different degree than you do a car that you've had for a long time. Right or wrong?
True, but you don't know about the crazy in the woman.
You don't know
Why
about
is
the
that?
car breaking down. Like it's inevitable.
That's different though.
It's inevitable to find out the nasty and the ugly in a person.
It's the lie.
It's the lie.
Yeah.
Do you think that part of dating is finding out what their trauma triggers are? 'Cause that's something that I learned in my old age. I say my old age, but like something that I ask girls that I date.
Yeah.
Have you seen therapy? Do you have trauma triggers? What are they? How do you manage them? Like that's a real thing because the reality is that this world is hard.
Right.
And you don't get out of it
You
unscathed.
gotta ask the right questions.
Yeah.
You gotta ask about their family.
Like their mom. Yo, Sean taught me that. Said you gotta ask about their mom and their dad, and not because they
And
interview
just
you.
casually, you can't be like whatever.
No, you meet them
You
and
gotta
you
be
interview 'em.
nonchalant about blah blah blah. What's your? And if they say, well, I didn't grow up with their dad, or you need to check the box. You're like, okay, what's going on with?
How that
this
affect them?
leads to this.
Yeah.
How what has shaped you as a person?
That's
Because
a
that
that's
is
a
gonna
big
be
question. Yeah, that's the thing. So I was telling my
issue.
daughter, I was like, you're a product of your parents.
Yeah.
Either you're a clone or you're the inverse, right? So either your mom is violent and hits people all the time, and now you're a pacifist because you've seen what the other end of violence looks like, or you were also violent.
And even if you are a pacifist, your body keeps score. You store
all your experiences, even if you try to pretend like, well, I'm not gonna be like my whoever, you store it and it's gonna come out.
Somewhere, somehow,
Yeah,
sometime.
it's gonna come out. Your body keeps
Time is
everything.
probably one of the most accurate ones. I love the time one. That's the better joint for me.
You
I
gotta
like
watch
time.
them. You gotta watch yourself and how you interact.
That's crazy. That was a great one. That was a great one. What I was gonna say was one of the girls, Halima on my YouTube said, clear intentions, dating with a purpose, consistency, his words match his actions, and stability. His life is in order. Consistency.
All that comes with time, though. All that comes with time.
You don't.
Because
Could
be
you date
like,
someone that was not stable?
Huh?
Could you date someone that was not stable? Date them seriously if they weren't stable and give them time to get stable? Or would you not take them
What's the word?
seriously?
What's the mean stable?
Life is in order.
Huh?
Life is in order. Their life is in order. That means that like.
How old are they, though?
Job. Ooh. Let's give it 30s, mid 30s.
You're an adult when you're in your mid-30s.
So you like if life ain't in order, that's not for you.
That's you. That's a character representation of
Wait,
you.
that's who you are now.
That's who you are. Don't fool yourself.
Dang, people can't change, fam.
No.
Yo,
don't change, man.
yo, why is he like this? He's like, nah. It'd be the worst. The worst part of it's like, nah, you got nah, bro. We can't say you. Like, what's wrong with you, man?
Nah, there's no potential. You don't pursue potential, man. The person is who the person is. So you got to back up and give them time to show them who you are, and not. And if you look at something, if you see something else, you're projecting an issue that you're dealing with. You know what I mean?
They said that I don't know where it's from, but I heard this saying and I love it. It was like, you accept the love you think you deserve.
Okay. Yeah.
Blew my mind, man.
Yeah.
Blew my mind because I like being in control of like the things I can control. And sometimes when you're experiencing somebody, you feel out of control because you can't control that person. That person behaves the way that they behave. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And sometimes you want a behavior from them that isn't your responsibility to elicit, right? It has to be in them, it has to be a part of them, and they have to want to treat you that way. There's no amount of moral ground that you can articulate to them for them to do it. You can't get it out of them. They are who they are, right?
It's no offense, and there's nothing personal. You are who you are.
Exactly.
I am who I am.
So if you keep
Back
them in
away.
your life, you are accepting that level of disrespect and
That's
mishandling.
that's your issue.
Exactly. You accept the love you think
What
you
are you
deserve.
doing?
And I love that. I love that joint so much. I be using it with my kid all the time. You accept the love you think you deserve, baby. You think you deserve these people? They're like, nah, you want friends that are nice to you? You think you deserve that? Then get friends that are nice to you.
So even if you're dealing with, if they allow you to get away with a certain X, Y, and Z, then you have to step back and look at them as well. You're like, well, why are they allowing me to do this?
We talked about boundaries before on one of the podcasts where boundaries are something where you should never, like some people will adjust, right? It's like imagine a fence around your house and your neighbor's like, yo, I need more yard, I want to plant something here. So you move the fence back a little bit. So they get used to the space. Now mind you, your boundary was 1.5 feet up, but you done moved it back. And they're like, man, this space is cool, man. Well, you know, if you pushed it back a little bit on the left, I can get that spot there too. And it'll start making your castle smaller and smaller. And at some point you need space for you, but they'll have all the space around you and they'll be very comfortable in it. And I was like, they were like, the moment someone asks you to move your boundary, that is a red flag for you. No matter how it's done. When your boundary is getting moved, your boundary is your boundary for you. It's for your safety. It's securing your mask on the plane. Man, that joint was a great car. It was a great pod, but I did a lot of research on it ahead of time. This one I just kind of wanted to talk about what people like and what they look for because I was curious if there was a consistent theme of one thing, right? But instead, I'm getting things I never heard before. He was like, she has to be inspiring to me, is what Sean said.
You gotta stand on your own 2 feet as your own person, and not accept any foolishness from anybody from the outside world.
I agree. I think that's fantastic.
And the relationship is the same thing. You can't come in with somebody's, drama, their attitude, their disrespect.
Unless you're somebody who like drama and attitude
And that's an
and disrespect,
issue.
and that's your issue. That's
That's
all
an
you.
issue.
Hey man, it's good. What's your name again, man?
Jeff.
Jeff?
Yeah.
Jeff, appreciate you, Jeff. You good people, man. Let me go holler at I'm gonna ask homie down here. You gotta make sure you got camera the cameraman. All right, bro. You mind if I ask you a question on camera? Can I ask you a question? He said no. Nah, he's like, nah, I'm good. Damn, never mind that. Well, appreciate you guys for coming through. I wanted to read a couple of the comments that we got online. One guy, Timothy, was like, she can't be for the streets. She got to be loyal. She got to be disciplined. I don't know what Timothy means by discipline, but discipline is, I'm curious how you apply that.
Is honesty, basically.
Well, he said honesty. He said he wants her to be
But I
loyal
think
and
that's what
disciplined.
you got to be disciplined to be honest.
I don't disagree, but I don't think they're mutually exclusive. Like you can be you can be honest and not be disciplined. You can be disciplined and not be honest.
Nah, I think they go hand in hand, man.
Nah, you could be disciplined. You can do all you're supposed to be doing, and you get with a girl and lie to her. Why do you gotta be disciplined? You say if you're truly disciplined, you wouldn't lie to a girl and be like, "Yo, I didn't mess with no other girl."
Yeah, because if you're truly disciplined, then you're not gonna lie to her because
Nah, you could be disciplined in the fact that you go out, you work out, you make sure you make bread, you take care of your bills,
I'm talking
you get
about-
your house, you do all these things so you look like the part that these girls will like, but you're a cheating, lying dude the entire
I'm
time.
talking about discipline and the relationship. So we're talking about two different disciplines.
What's discipline in a relationship?
Honesty,
No, but what does that look like? How do you show discipline in a relationship?
being faithful.
Damn. Can't really devil that. You're right. It is discipline. Is that when you go outside and they outside,
they outside.
they outside, you outside, and you like, I am out here. But then you like, nah, but she at home. I'm gonna go home. You know what I'm saying? Like that is discipline. I can respect that. You got me, all right.
Just don't fall for the
Touche.
girl with the good do it.
That's the only one that matters. Listen, there's something about a part of the brain where these girls are like crazy.
Hold on, did you ask Kathy?
3 things, because Kathy, she can't have no relationship.
Why?
Let me ask Kathy.
Yeah,
Kathy, what 3 things? What 3 things you looking for in a relationship? 3 things you need checked off. 3 things you need before you take someone seriously. 3 things.
Communication.
Who you talking to?
I'm thinking.
Communication. Who else?
Communication.
Kathy ain't got no standards. Nah. 2 more. It don't gotta be the only ones. Just 3. There's 3 that you that you
3
need.
things.
Yeah, just 3.
I can't say the word. I'm sorry. Go.
It's communication was 1. Compatibility.
Compatibility
All right.
and
Anything you want.
Kathy.
They gotta like you. She said Kathy. I needed to be Kathy, so I need to date myself.
I know.
I love it.
Ever hitting the that you told me about out there?
What's the other one said? Yo, Vic, my man Vic from Pub said family background and health. So she needs to know what my man's was saying, know what the parents is. Vic said the family background and the health, current career goals. Man, Vic said your money got to be right. Are they an asset or a liability? Or an asset or a liability? I like that. I think assessing whether or not someone is going to be beneficial to your life or a hindrance to your life is a hard thing to do because sometimes you want people because of your own problems and they don't be good for you. So you bring in these things that actually stop you from growing. So you always make sure that you're growing with the relationships that you choose. I like that a lot. Good. Thanks for the comment, Vic. And then Terry Sapp said, 1, the person must love themselves but have their ego in check. I don't know. I think egos are amazing. I just want to fight with Terry. And then 2 is have a sense of humor, but willing and able to have serious conversations about life and relationship topics. And then the 3rd one was take equal part in participating in the support and emotional well-being and initiating physical intimacy. Emotional well-being, I think, is a personal thing. I think that when you make somebody else responsible for your emotional well-being, you give yourself this, you give that person a job that's not for them. You know what I'm saying? It's your job to manage your emotions. Now, can the person be a trigger and be aware of it and like handle you out of love for you, handle you in a way that doesn't send you spiraling out of control? Absolutely. But that's being caring, right? It's just being a caring person. Your emotional well-being, like if I get mad because my girl does something and I get mad, I'm not gonna blame her because I'm getting mad. I'm gonna blame me after the first time I tell her, hey, that upset me, and she doesn't respect it. I'm not gonna keep dealing with a girl that does that to me. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think emotional well-being is the responsibility of the person you're with. I don't agree with that one, but everything else I like. Well, guys, I went through, I asked everybody. Thank you guys for making the comments on the video. I'll post another video for next week's topic. This one was kind of dope, man. I really appreciate you guys for coming through. Winfro, catch you online, Brody. And see you next time. Deuces. This is about